On this trip around the county, go on the road with the Miller Girls dance team as they head to their national competition and meet the family who has become the face of Noblesville basketball. All this and more on this trip around the county.
Around the County. I'm Mackenzie Vitale.
And I'm Maya McDonald. On Around the County, we take you to places you may have never been and introduce you to people you may not know.
In the past few years, the Noblesville basketball team has enjoyed some of their most successful seasons, and a lot of that success comes from just one family. Producers Max Arnold and Aiden Colbart take us inside one of the reasons for the team's recent success.
It was really cool. It was really nice hugging both of them after the game and just celebrating, because that's something me and my brother always wanted to accomplish, was winning a sectional.
I mean, my first words, and a lot of people don't believe this when I tell them, my first words were ball shoot.
I was at a 1,000-point score in high school, and Aaron just got into the 1,000-point club last weekend, so that's kind of a neat thing that he and I share now.
Basketball is filled with famous father-son duos. Del Curry and his son Steph, the Hardaways Tim and Tim Jr., Milwaukee Bucks head coach Doc Rivers and his son Austin. But here at Noblesville, the Fine family is taking it one step further. They're a trio. Coach Matthew Fine and his two sons, Aaron and Adam, have taken over Noblesville basketball, and this year hit its high point with all three Fines in the spotlight on NHS's home court. The family's journey started with the assistant coach's time on the sidelines in Muncie.
We were state runner-up, back-to-back state runner-ups in 2005 and 2006, and got beat by Greg Oden and Mike Conley from Lawrence North. So those were two pretty good teams, I guess, to get beat by.
We would always just spend time at his practices and around his players and stuff, and it definitely helps. It resonates with my love for basketball.
I've loved basketball ever since I've grown up. That's all I've ever known.
The eldest Fine has faced a lot of strong opponents in his career, and he uses this experience to pass down hoops knowledge onto his sons.
Played against a lot of good ones, though. Eric Gordon at North Central, who's still in the NBA. Josh McRoberts, longtime NBA player from Carmel. The Teagues at Pike. So just played against, very fortunate throughout my career to have some really good players and really good teams that played at the highest level.
As brothers, Adam and Aaron are always in competition, but it gets even more intense when they share their time on the court.
Both are very competitive. Adam does a great job he guards Aaron almost every day and sometimes gets the best of Aaron. So when that happens, it's on.
Man, we get physical with each other now. We get away with some stuff, like some of the little skirmishes we have. If it was between anyone else, the coaches would think we're fighting or whatever, but it's just brotherly stuff. We want to see each other do good, but when we go against each other, we're battling.
This year, Aaron is the Miller starting point guard. He has always been a vocal guy on the court, and he's embracing his new leadership role, and his dad believes it fits him well.
Being a guard and point guard, it's just natural where you have to be kind of a coach on the floor and talk and hopefully keep everyone together.
All 4 years I've kind of been a vocal guy. I'd like to say that I'm another coach on the floor for Coach Mack and my dad and Coach Hoffman, just being able to talk to those guys and hopefully execute what they envision on the floor.
Matthew sees Adam playing a big role next year as a junior, and his brother thinks he's something special as well.
Hopefully he's not better than me, because then I don't want him to have that one up on me. But at the same time, I want him to be better than me. He's going to be a great player these next 2 years, and I'm just looking forward to watching it.
I definitely see Adam having a bigger role, obviously, as he gets to be a junior or senior with that.
The basketball future looks bright for Adam, but the idea of not seeing his brother both on and off the court will be an adjustment he'll be forced to make next season.
I am looking forward to that, but I'm also not looking forward to not seeing my brother every day, and car rides with him, it's going to be hard.
Miller basketball is thriving right now. The Fines know that they've put the team in good hands. But their story with the team isn't finished just yet.
You know, the nice thing about this group is that they come every day to practice. They're focused. We still have a lot of growth left in us, and the nice thing about these guys are workers, and they understand it.
Certainly winning a sectional championship last year, that was awesome, but being in an even better position this year than we were last year, just hopefully we can improve on that and maybe bring Noblesville its first basketball state championship.
The NHS dance team is a group of individuals who come together to make something inspiring to watch, and the Miller girls' hard work has paid off. They will be competing at nationals for the first time. Producers Quinn Matthews and Andy Zelaya show you behind the scenes of what it takes to prepare for the sport's biggest stage.
NHS Miller girls.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Over the years, soccer, basketball, and cross country at Noblesville High School have won state. But for the first time in history, the Miller girls dance team will be going to nationals. This year, the competition takes place in Orlando, Florida. And despite the nerves from the coaches and dancers, they all have one thing in common.
I'm so excited. I was so excited.
I was so excited.
I'm super excited.
I was really excited.
I am excited.
I was super excited.
We were all really excited.
Nationals is in Orlando, Florida. It's in Disney, which is just so great.
I love Disney, and I have grown up watching UDA Nationals and seeing all the college teams, and imagining myself on that floor was so exciting.
Bailey Mann has been the team's head coach for 6 years. She says there's a big difference between state competitions and nationals. This has changed how the team gets ready for their big week ahead.
Nationals is its own separate thing, so it's through varsity. It's called UDA, so it's its own thing. We qualified for that, like not through our invitationals, but through summer camp. So we actually had to bring a routine to our summer camp at Purdue this year and qualify with that routine. For us, this is obviously a lot earlier of a season for us to be at that kind of top tier level and ready. So we started with more practices early on. And just really like hitting our competition routine.
That means a lot of changes in how the team practices. And because of that, senior captain Sophie Millspaugh noticed an increase in motivation throughout the team.
As a fourth year member, I kind of know that normally January, February is definitely the hardest months because it's just kind of dead. And I think that motivation normally drops a little bit and everybody's like, it's early and I'm tired, but with looking forward to nationals, it's almost at the perfect time, like right in the middle of all of it, that we've all been still trying as hard as we can and pushing and having that motivation to do everything to our best ability so that we can succeed.
Although the dancers love competing, they also see their team as a community. It's a group of people who all share a love of the same activity.
My favorite part's the girls. They're just so great. I feel so lucky that I get to, meet these kids when they're freshmen and just watch them grow and develop into these like awesome young individuals. So getting to have like relationships with them, and we spend a lot of time together. Our season is from May through March, so we're together all the time. So it's just really great to be able to get to know them and have those like individual relationships as well.
The dancers say the friendships throughout this team are unbreakable, and that results in a unique positivity that comes with those relationships.
The community of dance is really great, to be surrounded by other people who maybe think differently than you but have the same love for the same thing is just so important, especially for the girls. Like they're in there with these kids that maybe they wouldn't have been friends with if it weren't for dance. So it's just great for them to get that opportunity to meet new people and develop relationships with people that they maybe otherwise wouldn't. So
I get to room with the two freshmen on our comp team, and they're just so great and so fun to be around. And thinking about getting to spend all that time together and just do something so new and different for dance team was a really exciting moment.
I'm always hopeful and optimistic about how we'll do, but at the same time, like we've never done this before, so there's a good chance we don't make it to Sunday, but we're just excited to go and enjoy, and also like to be with that community of all those other teams. Like we're really excited to go watch on Sunday if we're not a part of finals, to still go support and watch because it's just a really cool environment.
that's all for this episode of Around the County. I'm Mackenzie Vitale.
And I'm Maya McDonald. Join us next time for another trip
Around the County.